Hi guys, it's Nikki, and today I'm going to be doing a plan with me in the Vertical Neutral Erin Condren, and this is my personal planner. This week is the week that I will be in Disney. We are leaving actually on Saturday and coming back on Saturday, and today is Friday, so I have waited until the very last minute to do this, just like I have with everything else. I waited for the last minute to start packing and everything. I was trying to finish everything with the shop. So I'm going to be using this kit from FrankHeartsYou, and this is the Beauty and the Beast kit. I'm pretty excited. I already planned in my mom's planner using this kit. She was afraid she was going to mess it up, so she asked me to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me see here. I'm thinking, so I do have a little bit better idea of how this works just because I have used it once already. And I actually did this in her planner for the week that they will be, when I say they, I mean her and my stepfather, will be in Tokyo. They are going in October, and they will be going to Disneyland in Tokyo. So she wanted to use this for that week instead of for this week because she had already planned this week. I'm trying to get it to where she uses the stickers properly, because I do take her my new kits every time I have something new. I will take them over to her. So I've been trying to explain to her that there is kind of like a more proper way to be using them than the way that she's using them. She's definitely a white space planner, but even past that, it's just like she doesn't use half of the stuff. And then she also like puts things in like sideways, and I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't understand what she's doing. So I'm trying to explain to her that the kits that I'm taking her are for 1 week. She's been using them for an entire month. Sorry guys, I have to make sure I get this down straight. There we go. And I am actually going to cover all the way to the top because I do want to use this little box. But yeah, so the kits that I've been taking to her, I got her the colorful Erin Condren. That's what she wanted. I tried to tell her that's not what she wanted, but she didn't listen. That's what she wanted. So I did a, like, what do I want to call it? Like a mock week in her planner to try to show her, you know, kind of how the kits are supposed to be used, how things work, and she completely ignored that and went ahead and did it the way she wanted to, which is okay. But she also really doesn't have any excuse because she watches all of my plan with me, so she sees me using these kits, she sees how they're intended to be, and she still just completely ignores it and goes in, uses one kit for an entire month, and then complains that she doesn't have enough of certain things. She's always telling me that I need to change something because she doesn't have enough of just like the date covers or just other random things. And I'm like, that's because you're using these kits for an entire month and they're intended to be used for like 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. But, so I did use this kit in her planner, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm so in love with it. And it wasn't, again, just like the Toy Story one, it was very, very easy to put in. Some of the kits that I have used in the past from FrankHeartsYou, and it's me, it's not the kits, but I have some difficulty because I want to make sure that I get everything in kind of the way that it's supposed to go. And sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, but with these newer kits that actually have the little things and everything in them, it's definitely not confusing at all. They go in like a very, very basic kit, and there's also a ton of room to write and to put stuff in. Although, honestly, I kind of prefer the ones that are a little bit more confusing, or even just the ones that don't have as much room to write, like the Harry Potter kit that I used. I have a plan with me that I did with that. That was just, I love that so much. I thought it was so beautiful, and I love the way that it just makes a whole picture without putting in too many other things that kind of distract from that. But I love all of these kits, so it doesn't matter. So I am going to take one habit tracker and put it up here. I hate to cover any of this, but I do want to go ahead and put that up top. And then I'm going to go in, let's see, I think I'm going to do my ombre heart checklist, which in reality, I don't really need these this week, just because I won't be here, but I am going to put them in anyway, just for the sake of the spread. And I'm not going to be taking my Erin Condren with me down to Disney. I've traveled with it before, and I'm not a fan of taking it anywhere. I had taken it with me to Charlotte once, and I ended up getting it all like bent. It doesn't exactly fit in my purse very well because it is so big, and then I think it ended up going in the back seat and something got put over top of it and it ended up bending it. I wasn't thrilled, so it's just not really the planner that I like to take with me anywhere. I do carry my Louis with me everywhere that I go because I use that as my wallet. And then when I go to Disney, I am going to be taking my Louis as well. That is way off. Just because it's got a lot of stuff in it that I feel like, oh goodness. Oh, that actually came up okay. It's got a lot of stuff in it that I'm going to need for this week, like all of our dinner reservations and everything. And I did print those out to take with us, but that's not as fun. So I'm going to be taking GM and MM, and both of those I don't mind carrying because they're in that case, or, well, the planner itself is, you know, a leather bound case, so I don't feel like I have to worry so much about, that's off, my pages or anything getting bent. And that poor Louis that I take with me everywhere, I feel like gets beat up pretty well. And it's still okay, and nothing inside of it ever gets messed up, so it works. I need to try to get this guy back up a little bit. There we go. And hopefully my hair doesn't come into the frame in this plan with me. One of the ones that I did a couple of days ago, I'm trying to think of which one it was. I think it was the So Much Crafting one, because I actually wrote in it, that's why. My hair, like my curls, kept coming into the frame, and I didn't realize it until I went in to edit, but if I would have edited out every time that like one of my curls was in the frame, half of the video I feel like would have been gone. So hopefully this time I've got the camera angled okay and I won't get my hair in the frame, but I do feel like that was because I was trying to write and I was like bent over the planner. So I'm going to do little things, and for this week, I don't even know how I want to do this. I think I'm going to do like a dinner little thing. I'm going to do, there's asterisks as well as hearts, so I'm going to do one of those. But I'm trying to think, because when I did this in Mom's, I think I only put down one little thing, because she doesn't use little things. She doesn't see the purpose. But I did it because I knew I would need to cover some space, and I have a feeling that I'm going to have to do that in here too. So I may just throw down something extra at the bottom. I don't know yet. Let me get all of the ones that I want to use like for dinners down first, and then I will see how I want to do. I should not have stuck all of these headers on the top of my hand because I feel like I'm getting them stuck to everything else. And I think I'm just going to kind of go, let's see, yellow and then blue, so I'm just going to go back across. So we are leaving at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is kind of crazy, but my mom actually wakes up at 2 o'clock or like 2:30 every single morning. Like that's normal for her. So basically I just need to get myself in the car and get over to her house, and then I can go back to sleep. So hopefully it's going to happen that way. I'm hoping that I can sleep for a good chunk of the drive because I can't stand this drive. Being in a car for like 10 hours is just, I mean, I don't think anybody thinks that that's fun, but I just can't stand it. So hopefully if I can sleep through a little bit of it, I will be okay. So I want to track money while we're there. So I'm going to put in the dollar signs for each one that I actually have the color for. And then hopefully I did this in a way that'll work out. It doesn't look like I did though. I'm going to put in, I'm just going to put in, well, there's credit cards. Actually, that'll work. So that'll work for money too. That heart is so far off. So I've been packing pretty much all morning, which kind of like, I'm able to pack most things, but as a female, I feel like there's so much stuff that I cannot pack until after I get ready tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna be up at like probably 2. I'll probably wake up an hour before we're supposed to leave, so that I can just kind of get dressed and pack everything that I'm not able to pack tonight. Am I still gonna be off by 1? No, I'm good. But I'm gonna have to, like, tonight before I leave, clean everything, or it's gonna give me anxiety while I'm gone. So that's what my day is looking like. I did self-tan today. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you probably saw where I said I was going over to self-tan mom. So I did that yesterday, and then this morning I got my self-tan done. And I'm sure somebody's gonna ask. So I just use the Saint Tropez, if I'm saying that right, like the mousse. I feel like that's the easiest thing to use, and I feel like it looks pretty natural. I don't ever feel like I really look orange or anything, so that is what I use. So I did that, and then I did my nails, and I wanted to do something so that I wasn't gonna be like worried that they were gonna chip the entire time, because I know that as soon as one chips, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it. So I had done this blue color, and then I decided that I was going to go back over it with this like mermaid glitter. And this is from Anchor Heart Lacquer, the mermaid glitter is. And I feel like my nails don't chip as much if I have all this glitter and junk all over them, and even if they do, I don't feel like it's quite as noticeable. So I did that this morning, and then I kind of started cleaning, but I feel like I need to like really deep clean before I leave, just so I'm not having anxiety about it while I'm gone. So I'm probably going to do that tonight. I need to finish packing tonight. As soon as I'm able to rinse off this tan, I'm going to go and clean out the car, which will be fun. And then I need to start packing up the car, because that's another thing I'm not going to want to do that early in the morning. Like, no. I need to go ahead and get the suitcases into the car, and then like makeup and hair stuff and everything I generally carry in a separate bag. So that's the stuff that I can't pack yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in the morning, and I'll take that bag down. But as far as suitcases go, that all has to get done tonight, because I do not have time to be doing that in the morning. Okay, so let me see how this is going to work out. I want to put this one first, I think, is what I did last time. But I need to see exactly how much space. Oh boy, I should have put some more stuff down. Let's see. So there is a little bit of washi, and when I did this with Mom's, I actually ended up trimming a good bit of this washi, but since all of my stuff is going to be the same size, let's see if this will cover. Close enough. That works for me. So I'll be able to use some of these bigger pieces on different days, but I'm going to use the smaller pieces up top for part of this, and then I'll use the larger pieces. On hers, I think I only did one little thing down at the bottom just because she doesn't use them. So I ended up taking some of these bigger pieces and just cutting them in half, and it worked out really well. I'm trying to think of how exactly I did this in hers though. I think I did this one, and then this one. I think that's what I did, and then I did this one over here, and then this giant box all the way over. So I'm gonna get the rest of this washi down. And there are people outside right now, I don't know what they're doing, like blowing leaves around. So if you guys hear this obnoxious noise, that's what's happening. Okay, let's see. And I'm really hoping that Wendy does more of these Disney kits. I just get so excited, like, to use these Disney kits. The Toy Story one, oh my goodness. That was just perfection. And then this one too, like, I just love it. So I really hope, Wendy, if you're watching, that that is something that is going to be happening in the future. And I'm also kind of sad because I have the Monsters Inc. kit from Odd Loop, and I had been saving that kit to use the week that I was going to Disney this year. And then these kits came out, and I've got them, and I was still going to plan in a different planner using the Monsters Inc. kit, but like I don't want to waste it. I want to be able to kind of see it. Although, granted, it's not like I'm really going to be able to see this one because I'm not taking this planner with me. But I like to kind of look back on it, so I'll fill it in and everything, and then I'll be able to, you know, go back through the weeks and see it. But this is it. This is the finished spread. Like you guys can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, I'm gonna knock my tripod over. So let me show you guys. Sorry guys. There we go. Let me show you guys what I've got left. So these 2 sheets are empty. There are some icons as well as some more habit trackers on this sheet. This one is empty except for that 1/2 box, and then I do have a ton of little things left. And if I was gonna be here this week, I would have used some more of these, but since I'm not gonna be, I didn't really see a point. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.